Okay, this shout out is for the Bumpskey Show, and it's from Jerry Bumpskey. And I would like to wish the Bumpskey Show a happy 21st anniversary. Congratulations on being the longest running music, art, and
Okay, this shout out is for the
Bumpskey Show. Longer views, less views Jerry than a cat video on YouTube, but just as important. Peace, love, and rock and roll. Less views than a cat video. Hey, you can't compete with animals, man. Don't even try. They're just too cute. We're not. But I'm going to check out the Bumpskey Show. And I'm going to check out Jerry Bumpskey.
All right. Thank you, Tommy. I wish you would. I wish you would check me out.
You made Tommy laugh.
I made Tommy laugh. Look at that. I made Tommy giggle just a little bit. Just a little bit, Tommy giggle, but that's okay. Because music can change the world because it can change people. That's right. Welcome to the Bumpskey Show. Live. Well, I don't know when you're watching, but I do the show live. If you want to know when I'm live, you want to go over to YouTube and subscribe and click on the reminder bell and do all those beautiful things that'll get you to watch the show live. Yes. This is a live show, so there'll be mess-ups. There'll be mistakes. There'll be things that are going to upset you. It's live. I'm just trying my best. I'm not a professional. This is my therapy. You get to sit in on my nightly therapy. Lucky you, because I can't afford a therapist. So this is it for me. And it works 90% of the time. Some people go to rage rooms. I listen to music. So I happen to see that, unfortunately, somebody in Hawkwind passed away. And the guy's name was, you might not know who Hawkwind is. They're a band out of the UK that Lemmy was in. You know who Lemmy is? Lemmy Craigmeister, or whatever the heck his name was. Ginger Baker was in it. And a bunch of people go in and out of the band. So there's like a rotating list of people that are in the band. But I saw an article that Simon House passed away. And my friend and buddy and pal in the UK, Mark Skitter McSkitter, is a big Hawkwind fan. So I thought what I would do is start the show off with a little album, a little vinyl of somebody else who used to be in Hawkwind. And this is Alan Davey. And we were lucky enough, Skidmark Multimedia sent us the album, Technophobia. And Nigel Potter, Alan Davey, and Andrew Lamb are on this song. And I think Nigel Potter might have been a part of Hawkwind at some point, too. I'm not too sure. Let me see if I can bring up my list of Hawkwind members again. I don't know if Nigel Potter was one of them. Hawkwind members. Former Hawkwind member, David Bowie violinist Simon House passed away. For some reason, I truly do believe Nigel Potter has some connection to Alan Davey. But we also have the Nigel Potter album. I'm sorry. This is the Nigel Potter album. Duh. We also have the, I forget the other album, from Skidmark. That's why you need to go over to Skidmark Multimedia and check out Skidmark, skidmark.org, and see what they got going on over there. We have the, this is the Nigel Potter. Can you see it? Am I doing a good job? Technophobia. So you want to check it out. We're going to play Electric You. Only because it sounds good to me. And, you know, this Nigel Potter album comes with an excellent booklet. So you don't just get the album. You also get some cool lyric booklet. Very cool. Very cool drawings. It's wonderful. What can I say? It's wunderbar. Electric You. Here's the Electric You page. See? See the lyrics? And a cool illustration. All right, what do you say we do some Electric You? You ready? So I'm sending this out to my buddy who just did like the Grateful Dead Hawkwind thing. Where I think he's seen Hawkwind like 20 times in the last 3 weeks. Something like that. So this is for my buddy Mark Edwards out in the UK in Shrewsbury. He'll be trying to dry out for the next 2 weeks, I think, because I think the last show was last night. I think. So I'm sure he's full of beer and he needs some, I guess, some detoxing at this point. So here's music to detox by. This is called Electric You. And this is Nigel Potter. Or for the Technophobia collection. Yee-haw. Yee effing ha. Oh. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? There we are. Electric You. Nigel Potter from Technophobia.
Everything moves so slow.
All right, Nigel Potter, Technophobia. That's right. Electric U. What do you say we do some Ghosts in the Synth? This is Incubus Love Child's Ghost in the Synth. Incubus Love Child. IncubusLoveChild.com. Incubus Love Child, Ghosts in the Synth, IncubusLoveChild.com. That's where you're going to find Incubus Love Child. And always here on the Bumpskey Show, right? We play Incubus Love Child. Oh, look, I got Memorial Day still up there. That won't do, will it? Let's take that down. We don't need the Memorial Day. And you know what? I don't need the Bumpskey TV. YouTube didn't give you a notification. That damn YouTube. Damn that YouTube. Well, thanks for showing up. Just popping in and checking up on me. See? Good. See? Good for you. Yeah, YouTube... YouTube is something else, man. I'll be here and I'll see people in the chat room and it'll say 0 viewers. So YouTube, not the magical place that everybody thinks it is. It works for the beast, though, and for other people. But us little schmucks, we just got to take whatever we could get. Unfortunately. What can I say? Hey, look, I got my Pink Floyd poster right here. And I got my Pink Floyd shirt on today. Look at that. Look at that, everybody. I'm Pink Floyd out today. Because music can change the world, because it can change people. That's right. I truly believe that. Truly believe that. Hey, I got a beef that I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. I mean, I usually cash my paycheck at my bank. So I just, take it to the bank and I deposit it and, I get the money that way. But the last couple of weeks I've been a little tight because my last job screwed me over and the job before that screwed me over. And I don't know. It's hard to catch up. I'm sure you're experiencing the same thing out there too. It's hard, man. It's hard to survive today. Unless you scam people and rip off people and cheat people, and that's what big business does. So here's an example of that. So I go to the bank today, and I go to the bank that my payroll check is written on. So this is the bank that my boss uses to issue his payroll. And I'm going to say the name of the bank. The name of the bank is TD Bank. So if you're here in the United States, I don't know if TD Bank is international, and I don't know if you've experienced this. But like I said, the last couple of weeks, things have been tight for me, so I need to cash my check and get the cash right away and pay bills. So 2 weeks ago, I got a check. I did it, no problem. So I went to another branch of TD today, and they go to me, "Oh, well, you're not a customer, so it's going to cost you $10 to cash this paycheck." And I'm like, $10? Doesn't the guy who wrote the check belong to your bank? Yes. Doesn't he pay fees? Yes. So isn't the fees that he paid, doesn't that cover me cashing your check at your bank? "Oh, no, you got to pay $10. You got to pay $10. I was like, "Really? Last time I did it at a different branch, I didn't have to pay $10. "Oh, well, they're breaking policy, and you shouldn't have been able to do that." And I was like, wow. So then I was like, "You got to be kidding me." She's like, "Well, would you like to talk to the manager?" And I said, "Sure, I'll talk to the manager." And the manager was in a meeting, and she saw me, and she came out, and she was like, "Can I help you?" And I said, "Yeah, I'm trying to cash my payroll check, which is written out on a check from your bank, and you're trying to charge me $10 for it. How is that possible? Doesn't the person that have a checking account, don't they pay fees?" "Yes." "So why are you charging me? Isn't part of a check cashing the check? Or that's not part of the whole check cycle now. Usually somebody writes a check to somebody else, and then that person cashes the check and gets the money." "Oh, well, we charge $10 if you're not a customer." So every poor person in the world, or at least here in the United States, every person who can't afford a checking account or a savings account has to pay to cash a check. That's appalling. I mean, I come from a generation where, like, somebody wrote you a check, you could go to ShopRite and cash it at the register at ShopRite. It was amazing how simple it was to cash a check. Not so much anymore. It's a little freaky. I'm not sure if I understand it. And you know what? I know I don't understand it. I know I don't understand it at all. Why are you charging me to cash a check? Your check. I don't know. If you want to add some Pink Floyd to your list, take a look at Wish You Were Here or Animals. I would suggest starting with those two albums, Wish You Were Here and Animals, and then work your way around from there. All right. Back to the indie music. Back to the indie music, as they say. What are we in the mood for? What are we in the mood for? I'm in the mood for some High Leaf. High Leaf's playing this Friday night in Philadelphia, or near the Philadelphia area. And I think we're going to do... Chat room says they're ready. I think we're going to do the animated version of Vision Quest. You ready? highleafband.com, title track, Vision Quest. If you don't have this, you're out of your mind. High Leaf. Vision Quest, the title track of their collection. You can find High Leaf at highleafband.com. They're playing in Philly this Friday night. We're in the Philly area. Philly still confuses me. Vision Quest. That's right, Vision Quest. How cool is that? Go over to Bandcamp or wherever you buy your audio from. It's available everywhere. Vision Quest. highleafband.com. Check them out. Thanks for checking me out. Let's do, this is Ally McGurk. This is Ally McGurk. And what are we going to, excuse me. I have the case of the burpees right now. There you go. What are we going to do right now, Jerry from Ally McGurk? Let's do Till It's Gone. How's that? That sounds pretty good to me. Ally McGurk, we're going to do Till It's Gone off of this nice red vinyl. You ready? Look at that. Dropped perfectly. Till It's Gone. Ally McGurk. AllieMcGurk.com.
It's so grand. You say you've got grand plans that you've made, but a star is just a star because it's far. Ooh, it's gonna be nice, you say, worth the sacrifices I'm gonna have to make, 'cause the stars can only be the stars when they're far apart. And I think that we could burn up like moths into the sun. It's all a spell. I'm under a spell. Oh, it's all a spell. I'm under a spell. You're under my spell. Cause a star's just a star, and we could get lost out there alone, and they'd still fun, and we could burn up like moths into the sun, and I think we could give it all away until it's gone.
All right, so that was Ally McGurk, and this is Gate 18. Gate 18, and this is called Zig Zag Zoom.
It's
say we do 2 for Tuesday, since today's Tuesday. We're sending this one out to TD Bank. How about a little money machine, Gate 18? Talking about the money machine, the ATM.
This is I'm shit out of money again. Guess I gotta take the bull by the horns, go over and see my friend. Automatic teller, that's my friend. Guess I'm gonna go and see him again. Give me some moolah, give me some green, get me on back to the money machine. Yeah, yeah. Well, money machine, that's my mantra, calling to me, making me crazy, feeling my dream. Get me on back to the money machine. It got 100 little buttons, illuminated a screen. Take me on back to the money machine. Well, I don't understand it all, but I don't care. There always seems to be plenty of cash to spare, and the balance gets bigger every time that I go there. I got plenty to spend, plenty to share. I don't understand it, but I don't care. Plenty to spend, plenty to share. I don't understand it, but I don't care. I got to spend, plenty to share. I don't understand it, but I don't care. Plenty to spend, plenty to share. Don't understand it, but I don't care. This is I'm shit out money again. I guess I'm gonna take the bull by the horns, get over and see me, my friend. Automatic teller, that's my friend. Guess I'm gonna go and see him again. Get me some moolah, give me some green, get me on back to the money machine. Well, I don't understand it all, but I don't care. Oh, it seems to be plenty of cash to spare, yeah. And the balance gets bigger every time that I go there. Oh, I've got plenty to spend, plenty to share. I don't understand it, but I don't care. Plenty to spend, plenty to share. Don't understand it, but I don't care. I got plenty to spend, plenty to share. Don't understand it, but I don't care. Plenty to spend, plenty to share. Don't understand it, but I don't care. I know I don't care. I know I don't care. Well, the best things in life are free, but you can keep them for the birds and bees. Just give me more. It's what money machine, money machine, money machine, money machine, money machine. Take me on back to the money machine. Oh yeah.
Take me on back to the money machine. Yep. Gate 18. Gate 18, that's off of the Gate 18 collection. I don't think you can get that anywhere. Lena, whatever she is, whatever her name is now, extremely talented artist. Unfortunately, the only people that noticed it was Bumpskey and I, and that didn't really help her very much. But Lynn, extremely talented, good person, a lot of fun to be around. Haven't seen Lynn in 20 years. More than that. More than 20 years. But we had some times, I'll tell you. We had some good times. We had some fun. All right, let's do Ghost Woman. How about some Ghost Woman? You ready for some Ghost Woman? This one's called Do Ya? And this is Ghost Woman. How about a little Paris Jackson? This one's called Hit Your Knees. Paris Jackson on the Bumpskey Show.
He said, come on down, don't freeze, we're gonna shake it out. Cold sweats, I bet you thought you could take. Sundown, coming round, sinking. All in every pocket, circling drains.
Paris Jackson. She just got us blocked in Russia and somewhere else, Bulgaria, whatever. Thank you, Paris. Fuck Russia. Get out of the Ukraine, Russia. All right, here's Peace and Love and Rock and Roll.
So you wanna be a star, baby? Let them all know who you are. And when the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let them steal your soul. Why'd you hide behind your scars, baby? They ain't really who you are. Now the waves are crashing down around your broken dreams. Who's gonna light your way? Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. If the blame is too unkind, maybe you could try and numb your mind. When the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let them steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. And risk it all on the heartache. You can't win if you don't play. So you wanna be a star, baby? Let them all know who you are. When the lights are flashing on your silver limousine, don't let them steal your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your soul. Peace and love and rock and roll. Peace and love and rock and roll, it's the only way to go. Good for your heart, it's good for your
Radio, peace and love and rock and roll. That's right, Twin Flames Radio. Go to bamtasticsilver.com. Check out Twin Flames Radio. For those of you who watch the show know that usually that's the end of the show, but I'm going to throw something on the end here because it made me laugh last night. And I'm a 70s child, so I remember this song. So this is called How Long Ago? This is Brian Coyne. How long ago?
Right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth. And F you if you can't handle the truth. This version of Biden, intellectually, analytically, is the best Biden ever.
Let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brandon. I agree. Hey.
We are learning this afternoon that former President Joe Biden has been diagnosed with prostate cancer.
This is a very serious, aggressive cancer.
The prognosis is grave. Biden's cancer is advanced and aggressive. It has metastasized to the bone.
How long ago did Joe get diagnosed? How long ago did Joe get diagnosed? Well, your friends really failed at the mission. Now it's clear it was part of the scheme. What's been quiet, our fears and suspicions. But we ain't quite as dumb as we seem. Well, you said you was fit as a fiddle, and you wouldn't step down from the race. Now there ain't any use in pretending, and your whole party is in disgrace. How long ago did Joe get diagnosed? How long ago did Joe get diagnosed? Vacations, laying out on some Delaware beach, sleeping instead of running the nation, and the press found you so hard to reach. Oh, democracy was on the table, or at least you would like to pretend. Now your lies and deceit and corruption seem to caught up with you in the end. And how long ago did Joe get diagnosed? Well, how long ago did Joe get diagnosed? How long ago did Joe get diagnosed? How long ago did Joe get diagnosed?
So very unusual for somebody that with the level of scrutiny medically that a president would have to show up with metastatic disease. Not only that, but they said, oh, we noticed a nodule. Oh, lo and behold, metastatic. No, that didn't happen.
You believe it is likely, if this prostate cancer has spread to the bone, that he could have had it for up to a decade, but certainly is likely to have had this for at least several years.
Oh, more than several years? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He did not develop it in the last 100, 200 days.
My mother drove us, and rather than us be able to walk. And guess what? The first frost, you know what was happening? You had to put on your windshield wipers to get literally the oil slick off the window. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer. That's why I and so damn many other people I grew up have cancer.
So it seems like it was obvious that Joe knew he had cancer in 2022. Unfortunately, we weren't aware of it, but it seems like Joe knew. Unless that was just another Joe flub, who knows? At this point, I have no idea. But that's Brian Coyne, probably my favorite song parody guy right now. I grew up during the age of song parodies, so I kind of like him. I can remember, like, what was that? I think it was just called CB or something. 10-4 Rubber Duck. Or no, it was called, it wasn't called Truckin'. I don't know. But there was this song about CB radios, and there was a couple of guys doing parodies. Then, of course, you got Weird Al Yankovic doing parodies. But Brian Coyne is my favorite go-to parody guy right now. And that's how long ago did Joe get diagnosed? Lies. It's all lies, lies, lies. They're always lying to us because we can't handle it. You know, it's like we're little kids. Just tell us the truth. At least then if I make a mistake, it's on me. But if I'm using your misinformation to decide something, then, you know, it's on you because you're giving me misinformation. We need to know some stuff. Like if our president isn't doing well, for example. You know? It would be nice of us to know. This way we can make a decision. And go, you know what? Maybe we need a different president. But if you're telling us the guy is perfectly fine, we don't know any better. So, I guess lucky for us, Joe didn't get elected president. Because then whoever the vice president was would have became president, like Kamala or whatever. I'm really surprised. I guess they knew that Joe was so bad. But they didn't just have Joe run and then, you know, whoever ran with him would have became president. Since he felt he could beat Donald Trump. But there lies the problem. I don't think anybody else thought that Joe Biden could beat Donald Trump. But we'll never know. Because they decided to swap it up for Kamala Harris. And we all know what happened with that. It seems that Donald Trump won. Very interesting, though. The guy's got really bad cancer. In one of the last stages, he was the president of the United States, and we had no idea. And it obviously didn't happen overnight. Obviously did not. Chat room saying, yeah, Kamala would have been the vice president. And then we would have been, you know, it would have been like almost a coup. Because, once again, misinformation. We're making decisions on misinformation. And then the puppet becomes the president. So, I'm kind of glad, in a way, that Donald Trump won. Because Kamala was a nightmare. I couldn't even think about voting for Kamala. I think she gets more stoned than I get. She just seems stoned all the time. I wish I could afford that, but I can't, Kamala. But Kamala seems either, in my opinion, this is my opinion, either drunk or stoned all the time. But I'm not a professional, so I cannot be considered the final word on if Kamala is drunk and stoned. I absolutely do feel bad for Biden because they should have just said, listen, Joe, basically you're done. Basically, Joe, you're done. Time to go and relax. Yeah, I agree. Hopefully Joe goes out with no pain. I got nothing against Joe. I mean, Joe is just another politician. Just another guy screwing us over his whole life. So I have no bad feelings for anybody. I hope Joe, goes off into the sunset pain-free. And maybe, God willing, he'll keep him around for a while. I don't know. See, that's the whole thing. It's all in God's hands. It's not in our hands. Anyway, I'm sure I'm way over on time at this point, because I see the bosses banging on the window telling me it's time to wrap it up. So let me wrap it up. Don't forget, be good to each other, take care of each other, love each other, respect each other. If you can't do all those things at once, start with respect. And then once you respect somebody, you might care about that person. And once you care about that person, if something happens to them or they need help, you might take care of that person. And then if you respect them, you care about them, and you took care of them, you might learn to love that person. And I'm not talking about necessarily in a physical way, but that could happen. I'm thinking more like the way one human being loves another human being. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. Amen to that. I hear that. Do you hear that? I hear that. That's what we need. All right. God willing, I'll be here tomorrow sometime. Who knows what time? Maybe during the day, maybe at night. So if you're a live viewer, what you want to do is you want to subscribe to the channel and click on the reminder button, and YouTube won't remind you when I go live. But you can do that. Or you can watch the show whenever you want. We're an on-demand show. And all you got to do is tune into YouTube or go to bumpskeytv.com or Spotify or iHeartRadio or Amazon Music or Deezer or FM.com. All these places you can find the Bumpskey Show. Bumpskeytv.com. All the links are there. It's really one-stop shopping there. I got the audio posted up there. I got the video posted up there. It's all for you. It's all for you. All right. Not much left to say, except peace and... Give me 1 second. Except for peace and always remember and never forget.
Get busy living or get busy dying. That's goddamn right.
If you could stand for our national anthem, that would be fantastic. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave. God bless the USA.